will do one Ganesha, but then we start the meeting.
Just the meditation. Just let's do.
So we will start with one Sri Ganesha bhajan.
Check, check. 1, 2.
Ganesha, Ganesha.
Jai Shri Mataji. Let's raise our Kundalini and bow down to Mother. Shree Mataji, we have gathered tonight at your home to seek your blessings and your forgiveness for all the mistakes we, your children, do, even sometimes without knowing. So we seek your blessings to strengthen our Navi chakra, to develop more Raja Lakshmi power, right Navi power, to have more capacity of action, and your blessings to be more wealthy, so also we can use more resources to spread Satya Yoga. Thank you, Shree Mataji. Let's bring our right hand towards Mother Earth. And our attention on Muladhara chakra. Let's connect with our Muladhara and with Sri Ganesha from our heart. Sri Mataji, please make us innocent as Sri Ganesha. Surrender to you as Sri Ganesha. Please purify us and help us to let go of our past and of our conditionings. Strengthen our left channel, Mother, please. Sri Ganesha mantra. Om Tvameva Sakshat Sri Ganesha Sakshat Sri Adi Shakti Mataji Sri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Let's recite Sri Ganesha Dharvashirsha. Om Namaste Ganapataye Tvameva Pratyaksham Tattvamasi Tvameva Kevalam Karitasi Tvameva Kevalam Daritasi Tvameva Kevalam Haritasi Tvameva Sarvam Kalvidam Brahmasi Tvam Sakshat Atmasi Nityam Ritam Bachmi Satyam Bachmi Ava Tvamam Ava Bhaktaram Ava Shrutaram Ava Dataram Avadattaram Avanuchananavashisham Ava Paschatat Ava Purastat Avotaratat Ava Dakshinatat Ava Churvatat Ava Daratat Sarvato Mam Pahi Pahi Samantat Tvam Bam Mayas Tvam Chinmaya Tvam Ananda Mayas Tvam Brahma Maya Tvam Sachitananda Vidyosi Tvam Pratyaksham Brahmasi Tvam Jnana Mayo Vijnana Mayosi Sarvam Jadidam Tvato Jayate Sarvam Jadidam Tvatastistati Sarvam Jadidam Tvai Layameshyati Sarvam Jadidam Tvai Pratyeti Tvam Bhumi Rapo Nalo Nilo Nava Tvam Chatvari Vakpadani Tvam Gunatrayatita Tvam Dehatrayatita Tvam Kalatrayatita Tvam Muladharastito Sinityam Tvam Shakti Trayatmaka Tvam Yogino Yayanti Nityam Tvam Brahma Tvam Vishnu Tvam Rudra Tvam Indra Tvam Agni Tvam Vayu Tvam Surya Tvam Chandrama Tvam Brahma Bhuvaswaram Ganadim Purvamucharya Varnadim Tadanantaram Anusvara Paratara Ardendulasitam Tarena Ridam Etta Tava Manuswarupam Gakara Purvarupam Akaro Madhyama Rupam Anuswara Chantya Rupam Vindurutara Rupam Nada Sandanam Sanita Sandhi Saisha Ganesha Vidya Ganaka Rishi Nichrit Gayatri Chanda Ganapatir Devata Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha Ekadantaya Vidmahe Vakratundaya Dhimai Tano Danti Prachodayat Ekadantam Chaturastam Pashanam Kushandarinam Radam Chavaradam Astair Vibranam Mosakavajam Raktan Lambodaram Shurpa Karnakam Rakta Vasasam Rakta Gandhanuliptangam Rakta Pushpai Supushitam Vaktanukampinam Devam Jagat Karanam Achyutam Avirvutam Cha Istratho Prakrute Purushat Param Evanyayati Yo Nityam Sa Yogi Yoginambara Namo Pratapataye Namo Ganapataye Nama Pramatapataye Namaste Astu Lambodharaya Ekadantaya Vignanashine Shiva Sutaya Shri Varadamurtaye Namo Namah Sa Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namah. Sri Ganesha, please make us worthy of Shree Mataji and please establish in us innocence and wisdom. Let's put our left hand on Mother Earth or towards Mother Earth. Right hand towards Shree Mataji and attention on right Muladhara. Shree Mataji, please establish in us the qualities of Sri Kartikeya to destroy all the negativity that is attacking us and especially to destroy all our bad habits, all the negativity that is destroying us from our own doings. Please, Mother, save us from our self-destruction. Sri Kartikeya mantra. Om Tvameva Sakshat Sri Kartikeya Sakshat Sri Adi Shakti Mataji Sri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Let's raise that hand towards the ether. Mother, please cool down our right side. Sri Hanumana, please clear our right channel. Help us to become thoughtless and in the present. Both hands on the lap. Our attention on the central channel. Mother, please open our central channel. Make it deeper. Strengthen our Kundalini so that we can connect with you effortlessly. Sri Mahalakshmi Ganesha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Sri Mahalakshmi Ganesha Sakshat Sri Adi Shakti Mataji Sri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Let's bring our right hand on the left navi. We can rotate, give vibrations to the left navi. Mother, please establish Sri Grihalakshmi in us. Please give us the auspiciousness and sustenance of the family and household. And the generosity, genuine generosity. Not playing any tricks, not lying to you, Mother, but sincerely wanted to be generous. Sri Grahalakshmi. Om Tameva Sakshat Sri Grahalakshmi Sakshat Sri Adi Shakti Mataji Sri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Let's take our left hand on the right navi. Mother, please cool down our liver and please help us develop the Raja Lakshmi principle. Give us the energy of the liver without the heat. The capacity of action to shine in the society and to be your good instrument. And your blessings in terms of worldly powers and prosperity. Sri Raja Lakshmi. Om Tvameva Sakshat Sri Raja Lakshmi Sakshat Sri Adi Shakti Mataji Sri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Let's take our right hand on the central navi. Let's get vibrations. Mother, please establish the peace within us. Establish the Dharma, the sustenance, the satisfaction. Help us to ascend, to evolve, and not to go down again. Sri Lakshmi Vishnu. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Lakshmi Vishnu Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. We can move our right hand on the central channel, bringing our attention all the way to the Sahasrara. Mother, please put thy lotus feet on our heart, which are also opening in our Sahasrara. We will listen to two talks of Shree Mataji on the aspect of the right Navi, on the Raja Lakshmi qualities. Jai Shree Mataji. Let's try to absorb and imbibe this with full heart.
Right side is the Rajalakshmi. The Rajalakshmi is the, we can say, the twin of a plane. Now here the queen and king is one. But what I'm saying, where the king and the queen are two different, then the queen of the thing has to have that dignity. Thank God our queen is quite a Raja Lakshmi, I must say. I'm very happy with her. She has that dignity and she has that sense and she's a sweet lady. And she's really a good person. Thank God you have a good lady. And Diana also is another realized soul who is coming now. Will be another blessing for you. So it is her well-being. Her, I should say, the essence of well-being permeates that peace, that happiness, and that good thing. If supposing a man is a president is there and his wife is a very funny woman like this Kennedy's wife was, there can never be peace, neither in the society nor because wherever she'll go, she'll create a problem. She'll go to a society. She being the first lady, everybody will try to follow her. You see, here also, you know that when Queen Elizabeth had some sort of a problem on her neck, she had some sort of a patch or something. So she started using a collar. And everybody had that Elizabethan collar. See, all this thing, like whatever problems say Victoria had and she made a dress, others had to wear the same types of dress. So all the collective patterns and fashions and all those things come through this first lady. So the first lady is the Raja Lakshmi. And one has to respect that Raja Lakshmi as the woman, the queen. Now, for example, this country is already cursed because 7 queens were killed in this country. I mean, already cursed, I must say. It's a horrible thing. I mean, how did people allow any one king to be doing that? 7 of them is too much. It's already a curse. So this kind of a thing is, we can go to a point, these things. At the most, you can arrest, or at the most, these are not, of course, good women. I was telling you about those who are like that. For example, Mao's wife, they thought was not so good and all that. But one should not humiliate, because if you humiliate them, then you are humiliating that principle of Rajalakshmi. And then to put them to prison and then to kill them like this and wash their dirty linens on the street, means there's no dignity at all about it. So we have to keep the dignity, the serenity of a Rajalakshmi. And that Rajalakshmi is very important for India, because we are missing in Rajalakshmi. And that Rajalakshmi comes through the activity of the people. And if you are inactive, Rajalakshmi will go down. So we come to the point that we have to be active. We have to be active, producing more wealth. See, not like taking out the wealth from here, putting to something else, but we should produce more wealth. How do you produce more wealth? We should see that. By changing forms, by anything, we should get to it that we should produce more wealth. For example, if Sahajogi thinks that, all right, I'm not going to work and I'm going to sit at home and I'm just going to be a sort of a dishwasher, that's not the way. Sahajogis have not only to work, but to work according to their deserving. Apart from that, they should improve. Like, you see somebody, oh, I'm all right, I can paint a little bit, but if it comes to something better painting, then I think I'll have to let somebody else. At least you don't know even painting. If you have to in activity, you must know that you must perfect a profession. All the Sahajogis must have a profession which is perfected. It's not like this that I'm just a waster. All right, accepted the situation, I'm a waster, sitting like a waster, and doing no activity. Only when the problems like the ones we had come up, that you start earning money out of women or do sort of useless things like swindling and telling stories, taking out money. So wasters are not allowed in. Anybody who tries to be a waster will be thrown out. Never justify your inefficiency, inadequacy, or incompetence. You have to be first-class competent people in every respect. There should be no diffidence in you. If there is diffidence, you are no good for surgery. So, not that you should get after the money, but Rajalakshmi. Means there should be complete activity of your complete manifestation of all your qualities. Try to improve. Try to improve. That doesn't mean you run a rat race like a madcap, nothing of Sahaja Yoga. Not that. It doesn't mean that. I have to warn you there. But you should not be just a waster, that you don't have to pounce here and you do like a beggar you are moving about. This is not possible. Try to improve your condition. Try to improve your technique. Try to improve your competence and understanding of the whole subject. Whatever you take up this or that. Get it to it and work it out, sort it out. You should you can do it with surgery. This is one of the big problems we have of surgery clinic. One of the biggest problems. Because nobody is impressed by it. Nobody is impressed. They think some loonies have gathered around me. Nobody is impressed. Everybody looks like a confused personality, walking like this. They think that mother must have mesmerized them. And they are all moving like a wave to this and that. So today, on a Diwali, we have to say that we become more competent, expert in whatever we are doing. We have to be. We have to be people with impression. Now, what impresses people in this world? Only two things. Either in the beginning, in superficiality, only two things can impress in superficiality. Because firstly, they are superficial. When they will see us, they will see our superficial. First, they will see, what are you? I mean, if you look like a drunkard, nobody is going to follow. If you look like a hippie, nobody is going to follow. Nobody has any faith in hippies, I must tell you very frankly, anymore. It's an individual system. You cannot be leader. If you have to be leader, you are not to be hippies at all. Which hippie has been a leader so far in terms? Of course, now this thing is dying out. This thing is dying out. We should think about it seriously. That this hippism was just a craze, is dying out. Then another craze came in, dying out. That another craze. We are not crazy people. We should know our goal, how we are. We have to impress people. Now only we can impress them superficially, because in the beginning people just see superficial. So the first thing is that we should be such that we should have competence. We should say, for example, if you have to make speech, you should know how to make speech. Now people, when they speak, either they cannot impress or they go on like mad, they put down their heads and say something. That's not the way. You must practice it. Go to the sea, go anywhere in the open, say loudly. You can go, say, for example, to you've got Hypa. And say loudly what you have to say. Say, practice it. Say how you practice it. Overcome your defense. Do not enjoy your defense. It's not the way. Now, no more time left for that kind of thing. Because you see, there is no impression of people on others. They are not impressed by it. You see, with me, whatever is impressed is all right. But you have to become the gurus. You have to become the leaders. And the impression should be on people that you are people who are smart at it. You know the job. You know how to speak, how to present the yoga. And do it in a way that's congenial, loving, affectionate, and not like a volcanic stuff. Or sometimes you see people get very volcanic with others. That also. With complete poise and self-control. Self-control. This is only achieved through self-discipline. You must discipline yourself. And do not waste yourself. Must have self-esteem. This is one of the biggest lacking in Sahaja Yoga. There's no impression on people. And this is what one has to do in your dressing up, how you talk to people, how you behave. That's very important in the outside. But inside it, there is all the time, you harp upon your left. Oh, I can't do it. This is not for me. It's what I can do. Then you have not been kind to yourself and to others. So come up. I would say everybody must come up to it. Now forget those days of taking to drugs and sitting down. Whom are you going to impress with the drugs? Tell me. The another thing that impresses people is hypocrisy, which we cannot. If you are a hypocrite, if you wear a Bhagavad dress, have a chillum in the hand, and go round, and you say, oh, I am chosen by God, go and think that way. That you got. So the whole thing is, both the things, the nadis, are for our well-being, which is manifested outside as well. I mean, it's all right. We should have a good hotel to live. All right, given. Have you got the eliteness of living in a hotel? But put a question to it. You ask for a hotel, you have got a hotel, all right? Have you got that eliteness, or how are you behaving? Just think of it. In this hotel, supposing somebody has to live, for example, it's private. He will have a particular type of eliteness, isn't it? Even sometimes I find the bags you carry are so dirty, filthy, dented, holes in it. Somebody might think that somebody is running away from this hotel, something is taking. The rags and things should be given up and thrown away. Now I hope there is one word like throw, which is not used. I'm sitting down, I've never come up to see it. But the throw part of it is left. Throw away all nonsensical things like rags and other things which you think is very good looking, but is not. Please throw it. See, for example, some of sweaters and blankets and things that people carry are horrible. Color should be smart. Everything should be smart. You should not look at a good person. I mean, how are you in Raja Lakshmi state? One has to see that Raja Lakshmi is standing. See, there is no need to show that we are beggars. That's only good for the people who are hypocrites, not for us. See, beggars are normally not beggars. They are hypocrites. So they beg. They earn money. In India, you will be surprised, some of the beggars have got huge big buildings on Marine Drive. They own it. And still their profession is begging. So they are not really beggars. They are hypocrites. See? They make money like that. So why should we be dressed up like that? Moreover, if you dress up like that, the other side will follow, and that is the bhoot. That will sit on you. Because they want brutish people to look at it. See, they won't sit on a person who is properly dressed, who has got properly done his hair, and who is taking bath and all that. They like filth, they like dirt, they like dirty smell. And if you have all these things in you, they will be just on top of your head walking wherever you go. They like such things. You see, like, you put something filthy, you will find all the flies come down. See, simple thing. Anything you put filthy, there will be all the worms getting inside. It's like that. So the way you are, that's how it works. So for your Raja Lakshmi, for your Graha Lakshmi, it is important that you should have self-control in your behavior, how you talk. When you talk, if you talk like a cheap person, or like a person who is dosed with something, then nobody is going to be impressed. How you behave is very important. How you sit, how you talk. The other day, Nima, you see, they asked Nima to speak, and Nima has never spoken, she's quite nervous. But God said, you should tell us about our defects. And she said, really something very sensitive. He said that I have so many defects, and Indians all have defects. But what I find about you people is that before mother, when you behave, the protocol is missing. You take her for granted. It's all right, she's Mahamaya and all. But there also, what she said, that for us, she's just like a setting we had, that this is the goddess, the tradition of goddess is there. And we found her that like a diamond, we put her in the setting. So it's just that. We have no problem. But sometimes I find the way people walk before her, just like horses, the way they talk, and all those things are surprised. Their behavior is surprised. I can't understand how you can do it when you know she's the goddess. Of course she is. So, in that case, I would say once this Raja Lakshmi business comes up, then you will understand the respect. Because once you respect yourself, you start respecting others. And that you are all safe. You have to respect each other in the same. You should really call each other. I mean, if it is in Hindi language, I would say you should call thou, because we say to people like, please be seated. It's a great respect of these. It will impress others. Instead of that, in the program, you find somebody slapping each other, holding each other's hair and shouting. What will they think? What things? From where these new type of things have come? Things have to respect. They come to your house, offer them some nice food to sit down. You must see how the saints respect the saints. That respect should be there among yourselves, the oneness, the understanding. Without respect, you cannot have any rapport. And to have a rapport, there should be equal level of understanding. That as I want respect, others must be respected. You should be respectful and to be respected. Both things should be done. This is the Lakshmi's thing. And today now, the light. The light is there. Light is a very important thing. From the very beginning, you see, when a man discovered the fire was used in the Grahalakshmi state, where the food was cooked, and the fire cooked the food and was used. You see, the warmth of the mother, you see, was shown through that hearth that she used in the house to warm up her children, to give them food and all that thing. Then it became, in any collective thing, it is expressed as life. You see, if you have to celebrate, say, your Republic Day or your Independence Day, we put the lights. Or we have fireworks. To express ourselves in that way, even the Rajalakshmi. Now the Mahalakshmi.
It is ego that gets pampered. But this ego can be easily managed if you worship the Rajalakshmi. She is the giver of balance. Firstly, she rides on the elephant. It's not easy for a lady to climb on an elephant. I have done it. It's not easy. Without fear. And she sits straight with a complete balanced attitude. And her blessings are tremendous. The first blessing one gets, the imbibement of dignity. Dignity of a king, dignity of a queen. You are a queen. So you can't behave like a street woman. With her blessing, first of all, you get that dignity. That dignity is full of love. Love for others. That personality emits nothing but love and benevolence for others. Nothing. Wherever she looks, in every glance, she blesses people. She doesn't expect anything. She's a queen. What can you give to the queen? She's the highest of all. In every way, what can you give it to? All these politicians and all these so-called presidents of all these countries are beggars. All the time, give me this, like greedy people going around are beggars. They are not the people who can rule. Hankering after things. So first thing is the sign is that such a person has a personality that just blesses, thinks of their benevolence, cares for each and every person who comes. This is a blessing of the goddess. Then the second blessing of the goddess is that you develop a kind of a temperament which is very dignified but also very humorous. And understanding what other people are like. This is a story of a king who was going on a horse and he met a drunkard. So you can say, our drunkard can be compared to our politicians. So the drunkard stopped. Okay. He said, I want to buy your horse. People said, do you know what he is? Yeah, I know. He's a king. All right. So what? I want to buy his horse. He said, all right. Not today. Tomorrow we'll sell the horse to you. So went away. Next day he was gone. So he came with folded hands, bent down. He said, what? You were the one who was going to buy my house, my horse. What has happened to you? I want to sell it to you. He said, sir, the one who wanted to buy is dead. I am an ordinary person. Such a personality, such solid personality, I should say, that anybody would have been angry, would have said, beat this man, throw him away, he talks to me like this, behaves like this. What the king said was remarkable because he knew he's drunk. He knew he's not in his senses. That's why he stopped. Didn't get angry with him. He said, all right, come along tomorrow, I'll sell you the horse. That's only possible if you have this Raja Lakshmi in you. Otherwise, you would never behave like this. Now, what about today's politicians anyway? They even shoot people, they kill people, they arrest them, they put them into trouble. I mean, all kinds of things that. Such people have no right to call anybody as criminals. But we accept. As in Hindi, we say, आजकल का ज़माना ही ऐसा है. We accept it. All such people as our rulers. Then Raja Lakshmi is the one who stands on dharma. She stands on dharma. If there is some adharmi, then she will not bless that person. Adharmi is to be taken up. But if he is not, then he will go all out to save that adharmi, that person. But if he finds his adharmi, he will not. It's a kind of a divine discretion he should have as to whom to be kind and whom to be punishing. that divine discretion should be there in a person. Otherwise, you can play into the hands of 10 people who are around you, teaching you something, doing something. One day I was in my mother's place, Nandgaon, and there was one gentleman who impressed our yogi very much. I just kept quiet. He was a big politician. And he told me we have to do like this, we have to do. I said, all right, all right. All right. Then 3, 4 professors from the university came to tell me, Mother, he is a politician, be very careful. He's a very bad man. You be careful about him. I said, what do you know about him? He said, he's a politician. I said, there's so many politicians. But he's not a good man. But what do you mean? I said, now you sit down, I'll tell you. This man has eloped with a wife of a Brahmin. He himself is not a Brahmin. And this child is from him to him. And how much he has deceived people, everything, I know. They were shocked at. You know, Mother? Of course. I know everything. Then why do you allow him to come close to you? Do you think he's close to me? I said, that's sadly mistake. But it's nice he's come to me, because he's been troubling people too much, and I'll correct him. While some people thought he was a great achievement we have got, and some of them came to tell me, be careful of this man, without knowing what he was. This kind of a divine discretion has to be there. If a king does not have that divine discretion, then he can punish the good and he may help the bad people. But this divine discretion disappears when you are self-centered. That's the main point, is a complete detachment about the power should be there. Complete detachment. Why should Rajalakshmi care for anything? What does she care? But now there are some who will pamper a person, this, and that, and then they feel, we are on top of the world. They just pamper, and pamper. The ego of a politician, and he thinks he's a very big man. Then in the election, he doesn't understand why he's on the ground. So with this self-dignity, self-knowledge, you know what you are. Whatever you may tell me, whatever you may say to me, I'll listen, all right. But I don't accept anything as something great. Because if I am that, what is there to be great? Now supposing this is a lamp here. So is it great or not great? It is a lamp. So if I am Adishakti, I am Adishakti, so what? If you are a king, you are a king, so what? I mean, if you are an imposter, then you might feel your ego. But if you are really the king, then you won't feel. If you are under the influence of the goddess, then that is the only thing you enjoy. The rest of it is nothing. Whether you have diamonds or you have silver or you have anything, makes no difference at all. Now, how people misuse the scriptures also one should see. That Raja Lakshmi is sitting on the elephant, all right. So they should have all very big cars. She's sitting on the elephant because elephant is the highest animal. It's very kind, very forgiving, and has such a tremendous memory. That's why she's sitting on an elephant. She's not sitting there to show off, but she's sitting there to see around what is happening. Avalokan, she can see around what is happening, to be at a higher place. That's why a king is made to sit on a higher pedestal. But the purpose is not to show off, but the purpose is that from that state he can see others better. He can be watchful of others. If somebody gets a high position, then they think they are the owners of that position. This has all come because the brain has gone upside down, I think. How can it be logically? Now, if you are, this throne is given, all right. So, with the throne I sit on this. But this throne cannot give me anything. I can give something to this throne. The king has to think he is obliging all these things that he is sitting on them because he is a king. On the contrary, he thinks all these things are important because something is lacking in him or what? And that's why when they come to do Raj, they start gathering things which are useless, absolutely. Clutter up their houses, homes, everything with something that is useless. All their dignity, everything is itself a decoration on them. And to show that they are kings, of course, they are given a crown, they are given a big necklace, they are to wear something here, because they are kings. But these are not actually his decorations, but these things get decorated by a king. For example, you get some lanky-panky fellow from the street, half-starved, who is a beggar, say, for example, and put those ornaments on him and all the dresses of a king. Put him on the stage. Everybody will start laughing. Nobody will think that he's a king by any chance. Because he doesn't have that dignity, he doesn't have that face, he doesn't have that body, he doesn't have that mind, he doesn't have that wisdom. So how is he a king? Like there was one king who tried to make his shoes of pearls. But he was so stupid looking, that when I saw the pearls, I said, this is the man only who can think like this. So stupid. to look at. I was sure of these pearls being put on these shoes. So there are many such things these days. All of these stupid people are doing. There are big cartoons coming out, and you can see for yourself how stupidly they live. To me, it's such a different set. Such a difference. To them, all these things are so important, which if they don't have, they'll buy and put it. I know of a gentleman who came with a garland to our program and to our dinner. So I asked him, why are you carrying the garland? See, after all, you see, I was garlanded. So I'm keeping the garland. We didn't know what to do. We Indians will never take a garland, first of all, anybody gives you. They put it except for the gods. They'll take it out immediately. Another lady who came to see me, and she said, I don't understand these Indians. I bought a garland, I put it in my neck, so they were all laughing on the street. Now you Indians understand how subtle it is. Just see that you can't put garland. You are not God. You cannot buy a garland and put it in your neck and walk on. Innately, you have to be that. So the person who is innately a king has the blessings of the Rajalakshmi. Then what does she do? What does she do to such a man? What she does is, first, his name is written on the hearts of the people whom he rules. She writes it with her own hand. They adore him. They admire him. And they try to imbibe his qualities within himself. Another blessing of Rajalakshmi is that she grants a particular type of a body which has a coefficients, which gives vibrations. They may not be very selfish people to make a big advertisement about themselves, talking about themselves, this, that. But the way they are, wherever they are, they show. We had many like these in our times also. Maybe that people didn't accept them, maybe they are nowhere now. Some new Johnnies are looking to be more jumping. But whatever name is written in the heart of the people are the people who are blessed by this Rajalakshmi. So what a politician has to understand, that he has not to make money. He does not have to have a big show about himself. He does not have to do anything that is like laundering the money from the country. He does not have to kill others who oppose him. He doesn't have to shout at those who trouble them. But what has he to do? He has to remember that I am here for the fame of a good man. He should worry about the fame he will be leaving after his death. he should see to it that his fame is safe. For example, see Sri Rama, who was a king of benevolence, no doubt about it. But his own wife, when somebody challenged that she has lived with Ravana, and how can she be pure? He knew that she was. Still, he decided that he will ask her to go, because to keep the show, to keep the whole image of a king, and he sent her away. But nowadays, you find somebody's brother employed in America, sister employed there, and he has made his uncle has made a big house, and his wife has accumulated so much money. It's all going on. Everybody will talk like that about that person. That he's just money oriented, he just spends money on nonsensical things, and he's just exploiting us. Everybody will talk. But nobody will tell him on the face. So what you have to worry is about absolute correct character. This is another point. Every politician must have 3-4 keeps, otherwise he is not a politician. Like we had Nawabs. We had one Nawab in Lucknow who had 165 wives. He thought if he doesn't have 165, people won't accept him as a Nawab. So this is another inferiority complex, that you should have some women around you so that people will say, oh, what a powerful man he is. Now, those days are gone now. Now Satyuga has started. In Satyuga, I assure anybody who is not blessed by Rajalakshmi will have to go to jail, or will have to leave the seat, will be thrown away, or will be, as they say, doubly dying, go to the waste, dust. It has to. They'll be all exposed, whatever tricks they may try. And they will have the consequence of being artificially the rulers. But a genuineness is the sign that the Queen of Blessings, the goddess of Rajalakshmi, is residing in that person. In Satyuga it will happen, I'm sure. But even in Sajoga I find people doing politics sometimes. I am amazed. People think politics means keeping groups, making groups, telling things from here to there, there to there. That shows you lack collectivity. The person who is a Sajogi will try to cement everyone together, because the power lies in collectivity. To break the collectivity for anything is very dangerous for that person as well as for others. So now you have entered into the kingdom of God. You are now sitting in the court of God Almighty. Here, of course, as courtiers, you have to dress up well, sit properly, take up your seats, You have to be systematic. And above board, because you are Sajogis. You are not ordinary people. You are special people. How many people in this world are going to be Sajogi? You are special people. So try to make yourself such beautiful instruments of Rajalakshmi that people, when they will see you, they will vote for you, and tomorrow you will rule the world. I do not want you to get out of politics or get in politics. But you have to first get the blessings of the Raja Lakshmi. And then only you should understand what's wrong with our country, what we have to do, what is the purpose, why do we want to become politicians, what we have to do, we have to have plans, what is your project. All these things now, put your attention from yourself to outside. Like yesterday, that day I received a letter saying, my father is sick, and my mother is sick, and my son is sick, and this and that and that and that. Such people can't do much. When the war of independence started in India, we gave up our studies, gave up our parents, gave up very young people. So now you have to know that if you have to really take to politics, you have to have the blessings of Rajalakshmi. And for that, you have to build up yourself with that dignity, with that sense. I bless you from my heart that in every country such people will come up. May God bless you.
Let's maintain the state of meditation. We would like to invite the families that moved to Canada this year. Please come forward to offer the arti to Shree Mataji. And also the ones visiting Canada, not only the ones that moved this year to live in Canada, both. Thank you, Shree Mataji. Thank you. Thank you again, Shree Mataji. Let's raise our Kundalini and give ourselves abundance.